Alright, it's been a while since my last rant, but a recent upload of mine, the Majora's Mask Let's Play, I feel that it's required that I put up this video before too many people take too much stuff out of context, or if people want to try to interpret what I say, and a majority of you people do not have the intellect to understand my point of view, because I don't give you enough information, and a lot of you are not able to think at the level where you can take some information and put it all together in the correct way. So, to start, because I have to be quick, I don't like the Game Grumps, I don't like Chugga Conroy, and I don't like the recent videos that Versus has been putting out. Recently, Game Grumps did a Let's Fuck Up Shovel Knight, which was a blatant advertisement. They were blatantly doing this for promotional purposes. Blatantly! To the point where I think that they were paid to do it. Which to me just shows that their only reason why they even started this fucking channel was just to exploit viewers and get money, and now they're using the actual channel. They're exploiting the actual channel. They don't have enough fans to exploit. They're exploiting the channel and what they are to make even more money. Good on them. Whatever. I don't like to watch it. Fuck them. Chugga Conroy. I don't like him. He's not funny. Every single time he stops himself to go, ooh, that sounded slightly sexual, LOL, I stop watching his videos. That's simple. It's not funny, and you have to be so fucking basic as an individual, and you have to be so stupid to enjoy that humor. It's not funny. I don't like how he tries to insert humor in situations that aren't funny. I don't like how he tries to make things that aren't even supposed to be funny by trying to be silly about them. It doesn't fucking work that way. I don't like Pewdiepie because he does the same fucking shit. The difference is he advocates and is a rape apologetic, and worse than anything else that he does is he creates more rape apologetics, and it's wrong, and it's bad, and it needs to be avoided, and it needs to be stopped, and I don't like it. So, all that's out of the way. Versus. I like their channel concept. I like any concept where people play games that they enjoy competitively, because I'm a very competitive guy. I like to play games, and I like to win, and I like to approach games with a type of strategy and understanding that could be put into a competitive nature in the sense that Versus does it, where they race through games. Recently, though, they're doing a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time, where I am seeing either Josh Jepson or even sometimes the Attacking Toucans, though it's very rarely the Attacking Toucans, because to be blunt, he isn't very good at the various games that they've been playing. There are some that I'm sure he's very good at, but the ones that I've seen him play, not so good. He was very good at Luigi's Mansion, but I don't think he's a good gamer. But Josh Jepson is a good gamer. But I see Josh Jepson have to constantly pull himself back, and I see how he is obviously fucking up on purpose. And if he's not fucking up on purpose, it sure fucking looks like it. And it's in points where it doesn't make sense for him to do it, so I know he must be faking it so that they can continue the series with a closer score. I understand. It's more suspenseful for people to watch something where they're neck and neck all the time. So you want one person to pull ahead, and then the other person to pull ahead, and then but you don't have to schedule that. You don't have to force that. You can find a partner that's closer to your skill level. First of all, there are plenty of other gamers out there that have fan bases that are good at games, and you just find one of them. I'm not going to volunteer, but if you guys wanted me to come along as someone who's another high skill level player where you can all play, where we will all play at our fucking best, and it doesn't matter if one person is 2 hours ahead or if we're all within a second of each other, we're going to play our best and we're going to race through that game and get it as fast as possible, I'd be all for it. But I'm not for pretending to fuck up. I like the mind games that they play with each other, where they try to lie to each other to give the other a false sense of security. I think that's pretty cool. I like how they do that. I like how they time that. They work very well together in that regard. But there's a lot of forced stuff with it, and I think that if they weeded that out, it would get a lot more fun for other people to watch, like myself. Like, I can't get into the fake, I'm gonna lose on purpose so that we can keep going. I'm not into that. I don't like it. But this brings me to my next point. People, like on my Let's Play for Majora's Mask, they leave comments like, well, I respect your opinion, Druox, but I like them. So the way how you're presenting your statement is that it's a counter-argument to me not liking something, as if you think that because you like something, it'll make me have to like them, or the fact that I don't like them is counteracted by the fact that you like them. Well, guess what? It doesn't work that way. You're not that important, and you never will be if you're running around on YouTube asserting your opinions on others. No. You see, as far as I'm concerned, people can like the Game Grumps if they want. People can like Pewdiepie if they want. People can like Versus the way it is with the fake losing so that they can continue their series for as long as possible. They can like that as much as they want. I don't care. I don't. And because I don't, I share this opinion with people because I feel that people that might feel the same way as me have trouble articulating their feelings to others. So these rants of mine are there to help them sum it up so they can just say, well, I think he put it the best. They can link people to the video and say, hey, watch it from here to here, and there it is. That's how I feel about Pewdiepie. Here it is. That's how I feel about the Game Grumps. Here it is. That's how I feel about that. And it's just, I feel that I'm getting older. In my mid-20s soon. I'm going to be 24 this year, I think. So I'm just growing out of these Let's Play things. I'm growing out from that humor that the Let's Players are trying to pull. I'm growing out of it. I'm not watching it. I'm not enjoying it anymore. I don't like it. I would rather do a Let's Play of my own. Like, I can't watch Chugga Conroy play Majora's Mask. It's fucking retarded. I can't do it. It's almost painful for me to try to sit through one of his videos nowadays. It's almost painful for me to watch that one panel that Tom was a part of. Well, not really. He was in the audience, and I was like, oh, it's Tom! That's the only reason why I even watched it. I was waiting for Tom to pop up, so I watched everything until Tom was there, and then I was like, okay, finally, done, bye. It was a cool idea to have a little game show with them, but I can't stand their humor. I like Proton John because he's a cynical bastard, and he abuses his fans like I do, but he wasn't the focus of it. It was all of them. So, I mean, if it was just JonTron fucking with people, and it was like, JonTron fucks with you, the game, I would watch that all the way through. He's great. And he's really funny, and he's someone who I can respect as a player as well. I can't respect Chugga Conroy as a player, and I can't respect him as a funny person, because he's neither of those things. I can't respect Nintendo Capri Sun as a player, nor as a funny person, because he's neither of those things. And those two are not interesting as people either. They're very boring people. Sorry if you find them exciting because they're popular, but just because you're popular doesn't mean that you have an exciting life and that you're an interesting person. Sorry, that's not how it works. Interesting people have interesting stories to tell. Proton John has very interesting stories to tell that don't have to do with, oh, I met a fan once and they did something stupid. No, he has done exciting and fun things in his life that he can talk about. That he leads a life that I think is more interesting and intriguing than the other two, especially Nintendo Capri Sun, who has a joke where he goes in the bathroom. That's one of his catchphrases. Not feeling it. Even Spoon is funnier than him. And Spoon is like the apex of lol random XD humor, where he just has these random sayings that might have a sexual or fart poop appeal to him, and he spews them out and everybody laughs. But I like Spoon. He's an interesting guy. He's funny because he's weird. He's quirky. That's what makes him interesting. Those two are not. They are not quirky. They're just average, boring people. And they only appeal to average, boring people, which the vast majority of the human race are average, boring people. Exciting, fun, and interesting people are rare, and that's why they get, spotlighted whenever they turn up. So, all I'm saying, if you want to do Let's Plays, don't come to me for advice, because I'm going to make you into somebody who just wants to play the games that they want to play. The way how you succeed is you play the games that your fans want to play. I want to play Majora's Mask because it's my favorite game, and I can talk about Majora's Mask ad nauseum for hours. So obviously I can do a Let's Play of the entire game and always have something to talk about in regards of the game, in regards to myself, in regards to my opinions about things. I'm going to dedicate videos to specific sections of the game that I really do hold dearly in my past, because I played this game non-stop as a child. So I know the ins and outs of this game like very few other people do, at least people on YouTube. And it's because of the history that I have with the game that I feel confident in making parts that are going to be over an hour long. And if you watch those parts, you're going to not only learn about the game, but you're going to learn about me as a gamer. Like, you'll see how my style of play is so greatly accented by how the game was designed that there is no other game that I could enjoy as much as Majora's Mask. It's the perfect blend of everything that I want out of a game, and you'll see it in how I play it. You'll see it in how almost effortlessly I can plan ahead and through the game because of how the game rewards you for planning ahead. So you start to actually, at least in my mind, when I was little, I started to just naturally, whenever I picked up that controller and I knew Majora's Mask was in the console, I knew what I was going to do. I knew things, and I started to think in more of a, how much can I do in a day? What's my route? And it's how I got pretty interested in speed running and people who do playthroughs of games for speed purposes, because that's really what Majora's Mask is almost training for, because you have a time limit built into the game, and the more you can get done in a day, the better. It's not about play it at your own pace. It's here's your fucking pace, do something with it. And I think that that's something that's very bold, and I've never seen quite implemented as well as it has been implemented in Majora's Mask. I think that the stories of the characters were great. I like how all the characters interact with everything. There aren't just people that are just thrown into the game. Like Dark Souls tries to do that, but I've talked to fans from the series, and they've told me that it's not like that. This isn't just my opinion. It's them telling me, because I'm not going to bother playing Dark Souls because I don't have the patience to play a game like that if it's not going to be as immersive and as rewarding as an experience playing Majora's Mask, which I can play multiple times and have different experiences with each time, because you can do things in different orders and you can do things different ways. And I can share this experience with other people, and having other people playing with me or talking with me will make it even more, unique in how I am approaching the game. And I'd love to do a race in this game with somebody, but I need to find someone who is of equal skill to where I can play the game to the best of my ability, they will play the game to the best of their ability, and unless we genuinely start fucking up, there will be neck and neck. Here, I'm over here and he's almost at the same point, or he's over there and I'm almost at the same point, or I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that I'm not gonna find a girl that loves this game as much as I do and played this game as much as I do. But if I do, I'm more than happy to take a loss from such a player, because I have nothing but respect for people who can take a game that requires so much thought. And that's why I think that the game was so unpopular, because it's not a game you just play. It's a game that you think about, and that's why I love it.